Welcome to Cherry Blossom Yoga. I'm Robin Dinerman. This is a half-hour Hatha Yoga class for beginning and continuing students. Often I start a class by saying to my students, does anyone have any special requests? Are there any parts of the body calling out for attention, for stretching? Any parts that are uncomfortable and need to be moved a bit? Well, the answer 98% of the time is neck and shoulders and lower back. So today we're going to work on neck and shoulders and lower back, some of the most popular stretches and postures that we do. And please join me. Also, if you're watching for the first time and you just simply want to watch on your couch or on the floor, wherever you might be, you can always watch this class again at our website at www.mmc-TV.org. And the name of the show is Cherry Blossom Yoga. We're going to start just in mountain pose, just to collect our thoughts and integrate all of our energies and pay attention now to the breath. Feet about hip distance apart, feet planted firmly into the mat. I like to think I'm on the ground. And think about your center line, an imaginary line that runs through the center of your body. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer pose and breathe in, pulling the air down the center line, and breathe out, tightening the belly muscles and releasing the air either through your nose or through your mouth. Deep breath in and a longer breath out. And while we're doing this class, redirect your attention back to your breath, keeping it deep and slow and long. To begin with, let's rotate one shoulder back. You can exaggerate the movement, bringing the shoulder well up under the ear. And notice how the shoulder blade feels as you're moving. Notice any areas of tension, tightness. Then the other shoulder. And if this is at all painful, you might want to do it very, very slowly. Remember, we don't endure pain in this class. Then alternate shoulders coming forward. Notice what muscles are being stretched, and then open the arms, your arms like propellers. And as much as you're reaching forward, that's how much you're reaching back. So you're not doing the crawl in the swimming pool. And bring the arms down. You can shake the shoulders out, shake the tension off your fingertips. Then bring your fingers to your shoulders, elbows up at shoulder height, and exhale, bringing the elbows together as close as you can manage. Inhale and open. Try to squeeze the blades together. Exhale, close. Keep the pelvis tucked under so your back doesn't sway. And then exhaling. So now you're stretching the rhomboids, the muscles between the shoulder blades. And you might find that after doing this several times, your elbows easily come together. So don't force or try to push too hard. Just listen to your body. I'm bringing the elbows together with the palms above, and then inhaling and reaching up, exhaling and lowering. So I feel this all through the back of my neck. Then interlace your fingers, lower the hands in front of you, bring your elbows over to your hips and stand tall. Sometimes you can feel the increased circulation or the movement of energy through the neck, shoulders, upper back. Then we're going to inhale, bring the hands above the head, and then turn them up and push. Now, as you're inhaling, lift the rib cage out of the waist. And exhaling, the hands turn down. Keep the rib cage lifted and exhale. And repeating. And one more time up. Now this time, carefully, cautiously separate the hands. Now let the hands sink down and let gravity pull your arms down to your sides, the palms facing your thighs. Stand tall and breathe. Take a breath in. And as you release the air, tuck your chin in and then let gravity pull your head down. You'll feel the back of the neck stretching. Don't let your body collapse. Keep the sternum lifted and the tailbone tucked under. Then tracing the line of your collarbone, go over to one side, peek over your shoulder. Breathe in. And breathe out all the way across to the other side. And back to center, level your chin, and release. Flatten one hand, place it alongside of your cheek. I have my thumb under my ear. I'm going to inhale, hold the breath, press the head into the hand, and the hand presses back. Breathe in, hold, and press. Now release. You'll feel the tension drain off the neck and the shoulder, down the arm, off the fingertips. And then the other side. Breathe in, hold, press, and release. Then cup your forehead in your hands. And again, it's holding the breath and pressing. Breathe in, hold, press. Release. Then loosely interlace your fingers, cup the back of your head, breathe in, hold, release. Another nice thing to do is to warm up your hands, rubbing them against each other, and then cup the hand And give yourself a good pat on the shoulder or the back, even up the neck. And the other side. I like to hear that nice solid clap. Of course, it's nicer if someone does it for you. However, on your own, you can be self-reliant. Okay, we're going to start a little bit of movement for the lower back area. So I'd like you to bend your knees and then inhale and bring the arms up as you straighten, and exhale and lower. Keeping the shoulders above the hips. So I wanted to get the knee and ankle joints moving, lubricated. Then tuck your chin in, place your hands inside of your elbows, hinge forward, come down about halfway, keeping your chin tucked in, the arms encircle the head, but my knees are bent. And this is very important because you don't want to yank the lower back muscles, particularly if they're giving you problems. And then pull the belly in. You might drop down another couple inches. So don't lift the head. Continue looking through between the legs. And then lower your arms down. Now you can see I actually come down to the floor. Some people might not. You can bend the knees if you want to get closer to the floor, or you can just hang, which is fine. In either case, keeping your heels down, straighten one knee, bend the other, and then reverse. So alternately bending and straightening your knees. Now, don't let the hips swing way out to the side. Then you can bend the knees, place the hands behind the ankles, tucking the elbows in. Now move your sternum up and away from your legs. Breathe in and exhale using the strength of your arms. Pull your upper body, your torso toward your thighs. Now I'm actually pressing. I'm going to release my neck. And then release the arms and just hang. Coming up, we're going to take our time coming up, pushing the soles of the feet into the floor, slowly pressing away. Now firm the buttocks, tuck the tailbone underneath, uncurl the spine one vertebra at a time, shoulders roll back into place, and last of all, level your chin. Notice how you're feeling. You might feel more open, more energized, looser, warmed up. So we're going to come down to the floor after the break and do some stretches specifically to help your lower back muscles. We'll return to Cherry Blossom Yoga in just a moment.
This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Remember that to love America is to love all Americans, because love has no labels.
Welcome back to Cherry Blossom Yoga. Come join me on the floor. If you don't have an exercise mat, you can do this on your carpet with a blanket and or a big beach towel. Just make sure you have enough cushioning so that your spine is protected. You don't want to feel any pain. So we're going to work on some stretches that help open up the lower back area. So come on down to the floor. Okay. And the easiest one to do, besides that standing forward bend that we just did, is knees to chest, but I like to start one knee at a time and aim the knee toward the shoulder or the armpit. So you want to keep your joints aligned. Inhaling, exhaling as you squeeze. So this gives a little bit of a massage to the abdominal organs on the side, and also you feel a nice pressure, hopefully, as the right side of the lower back presses down a little bit up into the rib cage. Keep the elbows in close, and then switch to the other side, exhaling as you squeeze, inhaling as you release. Now, if you can do this movement with your leg, and the legs are very heavy, notice if you're pressing down with the opposite leg to bring the knee in, as much as you can move this leg independently without pressing the arms down or the foot down, the more you're utilizing the muscles through the lower abdomen. Exhaling. And release. Now, bring both knees up. Some people can't bring their hands together, so you can place your hands on the shins. Some people actually place their hands under. I really prefer this being on top, but do what you're able. So it's squeezing, exhaling, inhaling, and releasing. So this is a very, very gentle massage for the lower back muscles. I'll tell you, most people, when we come down to the floor and we start doing this, they say, "Oh, I don't want to get up." And then bring the feet down to the floor. Open the arms with the palms up. Place the feet on the outside edges of your mat. Well, the edges are the outside. So, breathe in, breathing out, exhaling, lowering both knees down to one side. Now, you want to keep the shoulder blades down to the floor, so the palms need to be turned up and the blades tucked in. Breathe into center, using the muscles around the navel, and with control, lowering down to the other side. You're going to notice one side is easier than the other. Maybe one knee is not as open as the other. So scanning your legs, your hips. So I'm rolling all the way over onto the hip and then coming all the way up on the other side. So this is very good for a hip opener, a tummy toner, and when you tone the tummy muscles, you're also building a girdle of muscle around your waist, which helps support the spine and makes it easier to stand tall. And then bring the ankles together, knees together, and keeping them together. So we breathe in, rolling to one side, all the way onto the hip, drop those knees down, and you can turn your head to the opposite side or look straight up to the ceiling, but keep the arms down. Now moving from the navel, inhaling, and exhaling to the other side. So you also get a nice stretch under the armpit. Of course, the more slowly you do this, the more you will be toning the muscles. Now, another version of this, which I put my palms down for, is to bring the knees up, keeping the knees and then together and the feet together. So I use my hands down to get my legs together. Now I'm going to roll onto the hip and just balance, focusing at the navel. Check your toes, check your fingers, no squeezing or contracting. All the work is being done right here at the belly. And you can lower the arms or not, back to center, and balance on the other hip. And come back to center, lower the legs down, release the arms to the floor, and press your feet. I'm trying to line up my heels with my sit bones. Press your feet into the floor, point the tailbone up as you firm your buttocks, and consciously press your waist into the mat, and then release, inhaling, and then exhaling. Then bring the arms alongside the body for easy bridge. Keeping the heels in close, and the same idea as you firm the buttocks, point the tailbone up. Press down through the feet, push up through the hips, and don't use the arms. So you form a straight line from the knees, through the hips, all the way down to the shoulders. This is nice if you can have somebody spot you, because a lot of people don't make it up this high. But once you build up the muscle tone in the buttocks and the thighs, which are complementary to each other, you can bring it up and hold. So coming down, keep the tailbone up as long as you can, and releasing one vertebra at a time. And then there's the lower back, and then release the tailbone and rest. And trying this again, tailbone pointing up, hips press up, feet must press down. And you'll feel the contraction of the thigh, the quadriceps, and the buttock muscles. And then if you like, you can take the arms over the head. Keep breathing. Now we're going to move the arms forward. Breathe in. Long out breaths as the arms come forward. When they line up with your body, release one vertebra at a time Coming down, releasing completely, softening, sinking down onto the mat. Move your fingers and toes. Let your jaw hang open. Let your eyes sink down. So let's just bring the knees in, place the hands on the floor, and extend the legs, and we're going to ride the bicycle. So remember, you have to push the pedal. This is about as close to a bicycle as I'm going to get these days. And then reverse. And both legs up. See if you can lower one leg down, almost to the floor. And then bring it up. And then the other leg. Try not to use your arms. And you can bend the knees and bring the legs down, or see if you can lower both heels to the floor without using the arms. Release everything and collapse. Shavasana, the corpse pose. Let your body and your mind receive all the benefits of the stretching and postures, the asanas which we've done. Then bring your knees up. Roll onto your side. And let your head rest on your arm. Bring the knees in close. And this is actually a way to protect your lower back when you get up from a prone position. Especially good when you're getting up from bed. Use your front hand to press the floor away. Let your head hang down as you walk your hands back to your body. Spiral to the front, returning to a seated position. And sitting tall. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling wonderful. And I hope you can carry that feeling with you into your day, into your week, and into your life. Namaste.